Hi, my name is Ama. I'm Ampofo and welcome back to my channel. So, today we're here to talk about, of course, our usual obsession, shoes. To meet the requirements of a few essentials we need on our wardrobe to look very elegant. So today I have a few essentials in here. Well, we ended up in Milan and we realized Milan is slightly affordable compared to UAE, Dubai. So we did a bit of a shopping spree and we ended up with a few essentials for our wardrobe. Well, I've always wanted these back in my wardrobe because I used to have them, but now I thought to bring them back, and that will be our Valentino pieces, a short heel and a high heel, and then a very exclusive elegant look, Louboutin red bottoms, the very popular red bottoms. So join me, let's delve right into it. Let's get started.
Sometimes they fit a bit small.
Okay, so
You want to try?
short heel now, huh?
Yeah, the short here, I'm not sure if we have black and nude, because for now we have these three options.
Coming back in the collection. Coming back in the collection. I miss these shoes. So to start with will be the Louboutins, of course. And then a little background story about Louboutin, how these red buttons came into being. Well, every discovery is a new style. There's really no particular story behind it except the fact that it was actually created by accident, as most of us do not know. But then the mention of Louboutin worldwide is actually a sign of elegance. Now, let's discover how Louboutin came about. So the red bottom soles were actually, fortunately, an assistant was painting her nails red at the time of arrival of the shoes, and Louboutin had the unique idea of using it to cover their dreary black sole, and so the iconic red sole was invented. Prior to that, he actually found the shoes quite boring, and to be honest, it was one of the most great accidental inventions, whereas it is now one of the most iconic images you can ever picture in your mind, as well as a luxurious look. As if you ask me, these will be probably the highest high heels that you could ever have in your closet. They really do make you look very super elegant, as well as you are comfortable enough to walk quite a distance without having any pain. I used to have them in my collection, and somehow, like I said, we won't get into the details, but I lost them, and now they are back. So I'm doing a review, as in the essence, I already know how comfortable they are, I know how they fit, and then we are yet to welcome them back into our collection. There was the nude and the black. I went for the black, and this will be the patent leather with our 100 millimeter heel, and it's patent calf skin leather. It's an essential because, first of all, black matches everything in your wardrobe, so I ended up going for the black. Maybe sometime in the future we add the nude or brown version, but for now I find the black to be a very good wardrobe essential. And of course, not missing out the detail, a size 39. If you think you're a bit uncomfortable, you go for 39.5, but on the normal, my size is always 39, hence I'm stuck with the 39. So without much ado, I'm going to fit these for later on, and I'll show you how they feel. A few details to look out for in there. It's made in Italy, as you can see in there, made in Italy. And of course, there are a few other details inscribed inside where you will notice. These will be the few little details to look out for in case you're looking for an authentic Louboutin. And moving on, well, this is just the other pair. Moving on, I'm going to unbox the Valentino, but the higher heel, the higher inch, compare them to the Louboutins to see which one is the most comfortable. And now our second essential of today, which is from the Valentino collection. Product number here, but I will go past that and I'll show you the exact nude I have in here. Well, I have one black from Louboutin and I'm taking a nude from Valentino just to mix and match the essentials in my wardrobe. And this will be the Rock Stud ankle strap pump with tonal stud. Okay, we do have a dust bag in there in case you don't want to keep the box and you still want to keep it fresh so the leather can actually breathe. Two of them. Of course, you don't want to keep both of them in the same bag so they don't scratch each other. Although they're not patent, they're matte, but still, it's a bit essential. I will keep these here. It comes with extra studs in case you lose a few studs here and there. You have an extra stud to replace it on the straps. I will show you both of them at some point. And of course, a detail strap. And I did notice one detail on one of the envelopes. We chose this how to tell the the quality, authenticity.
And after a little digging, it turns out that's a near field communication tag. That's an NFC tag that can be scanned with a smartphone or compatible device to verify the authenticity of the product, helping to combat counterfeit.
At some point. And moving on, let's get into it. Drum roll, please. Okay, now these will be our Valentino shoes as well. And funny enough, I'm regularly a 39 person, but this really look 39 and a half, as you can see written here, which is slightly a half size bigger than my regular size. Now the other thing about it is it's also 100 millimeter, just the same as the Louboutin. Now you can place both of them here to really tell the difference in the height. Now at this point, Louboutins look slightly higher than the Valentino, but if you check the sizes and if you read the details on the websites, they are both 100 millimeters high. So without much ado, well, I think looking at both of them, we're yet to tell which comfort, although I think this might be a bit more comfortable than this. Just by looking at it, we're going to fit both of them so we can really tell the difference. But by far, these were the extra studs you were provided in the shoes to replace them in case they fall off. I'm really not sure how to do it, but if you have any difficulties, you can walk right straight into the store, as I was informed, and they will fix it for you free of charge. Let's fit both of these. No, let's finish off with the very last essential for our wardrobe, and then we can try all three and tell which one is our best for today. Moving on to the very last unboxing for today will be the Rock Stud cage pump of 65 mm, so which is slightly shorter than the previous one we just unboxed. Sometimes you might want to go out and you don't want to look super overdressed, so you go with a slightly shorter heel, and this is 65. Of course, they come with all of the extra essentials, which is the extra studs and the way to verify whether it's an authentic Valentino shoe. The extra dust bags, these are slightly glossy, hence you wouldn't want to scratch them, they lose their beauty. There we go, whilst it sits right in its bed. Now, these will be the patent leather, hence it comes with a bit of a gloss, and you wouldn't want to scratch them. So just so the leather can breathe, when you keep them on the side on the days you're not wearing them, kindly do remember to keep them in your dust bag. The best part about Valentinos that I always have found attractive is the fact that they have these adjustable buttons where you can always adjust to fit your feet, whether they are a bit thick or thin, which also comes with the 100 ml. Equally comes on an adjustable strap that you can adjust to fit your feet. Now, the best part about these that really made me pick them is the short heel. They're really short that you can wear them, and honestly you can wear them for hours. I used to have them in my wardrobe and now they're back into the collection. I'm so happy I brought them back. The mere comparison between both of the 100 and the 65, it's very obvious, as one is literally a halfway, well, slightly above a halfway to the other one, which makes this one the 65 and this one the 100. So if you have a bit of complications health wise and you wouldn't really want to stand on a very high heel, you can still look elegant without having to go through so much hassle of wearing a very high heel by choosing these options. Also, I already mentioned the adjustable buckle strap. Now I'm about to fit all three right now, and I'll tell you which of them is the best bet. And later this evening, we'll be going to Amelia and you see me rock my favorite option for tonight now. So in all honesty and fairness, I mean, I just wore them briefly indoors, but if you ask me between both of them, I give my very first vote to the Valentinos, in as much as they might equally be the same measurement and heels in length. The Valentinos seem to be the most comfortable to be worn for hours and hours. Like I said, I've had them before, so I know how comfortable they are. Whereas the Valentino are, they feel quite slightly steep, but they are not uncomfortable at all because, well, of course, I'm a very high heel person. So between both of them, my first vote goes to the Valentinos. My least option of all favorites will be the shortest heel, as first of all, I like high heels, but if you need a heel that you can wear for about 8 to 10 hours standing without any form of discomfort or getting scones or your pinkies hurting, this would be your safest, best bet. The shortest heel and they're really stylish, as you could see from the video. They're super stylish, but of course extremely comfortable, and these I would name as one of the essentials for your wardrobe, just so you can have a casual, classic, elegant look all in one in your wardrobe. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good day. Bye.